All right, so I'm here at La Vida Cafe. Just had my coffee, and today seems like it's a day of strategy refinement, and really just taking some time, maybe an hour or 2 hours, just like to refine the strategy, especially as I'm bringing onboarding new team members slowly, very slowly. Let me emphasize very slowly, bringing those two new team members very slowly, and being able to clearly communicate what it is the mission behind what it is we are looking to accomplish and how we're looking to serve, our clients, the people that we're looking to serve. So it's been off to a good start, and it's getting more clearer. I'm dialing it in, and it's gonna be, to be honest, I'm getting excited about it. It's taken longer than I expected, because I'm juggling multiple things. So the more time I'm putting in and investing in it, the more it's getting exciting, to get out into the marketplace. So hopefully looking to, not hopefully, hope's not a good strategy, but the idea is to, by Q4, to be, soft launching it into the market as we're going into 2025. So, here we go, stay tuned. See, when you spend time taking the time to really invest to refine your strategy, it's not the strategy that you're really refining. You're refining you as a person and as a character in this game. And the more you do it, the more I'm doing it, it's reminding me like who I am and who I'm becoming, because I'm doing the research, I'm finding out the trends, I'm doing my best to stay on the edge of what is the latest things happening right now, and bringing those things all together so I can deliver it with the team, not just me, through a team, deliver this through a team. I just have to put the time in and invest, and that's what I'm doing now, because sometimes it's easy, like for me, when I get into like the daily grind and the tedious stuff, I lose track, and it's almost like I become numb to the vision, because I'm so in the weeds. And in understanding the season that you're in, like there's season to be in the weeds and there's season to be, in strategy mode, or what Gary Vaynerchuk would say, the clouds and the dirt. So sometimes when I'm in the dirt, I become almost like numb to what's going on at a strategic or a cloud level. And it's not until I come out and like, oh, wow, okay. Because what I'm doing is I'm taking the insights that I'm getting in the dirt and then bringing them up into the cloud to improve and refine and bring more clarity to the processes, to the machine. Because that's all this is. It's a combination of machines that I'm building, small machines that are coming together into one business, or what we call business. But it's, so it's very refreshing to be back in the cloud. I think my default is to be in the, if I could be in the clouds all day, that's what I would be doing. But I need to spend more time here, but when there's time to be in the dirt, I'm in the dirt. I'll roll up my sleeves. I'll make the cold calls. You see me doing research calls, talking to, baby boomers who are looking to sell their business. I've talked to maybe over 100 of these baby boomers, and all that insight that I got while I was in the dirt, it goes into the cloud. It goes into the cloud, into the strategy. Because I'm earning a unique insight into the marketplace that most people aren't willing to get. Okay, I need your help. As I'm sitting outside here with my head's all in the clouds, doing all this research, I saw $10 just floating down the street. Not down the street, but on the sidewalk. And I'm looking all around, and I don't see anybody. So I went over, I picked it up. What should I do? I'm looking all over for who it could have been. I would have just gave it right back. But I didn't see anybody near it or looking for it. So I just put it in my pocket. So let me know what you think I should do.
Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm running, so if you can't hear me. But yeah, I just talked to him. It went really well. I pretty much just told him I was like, we need to fucking know. And he was like, he responded really well to it. And he said so he's like everything looks good on his end, pretty much. The ending of it went well. It seems like it's just gonna be settled with like a little bit more added to her, like money he sends for the kids. But he has access to the funds, and he just pretty much like waiting to talk to his lawyer tomorrow because the lawyer's getting like the full scope of everything to him. So like he can use his funds. He just has to make sure that like he's not, if he does this right now, that it's not gonna fuck him in any way. So he said, but he's ready to go. Pretty much, we're gonna kick off tomorrow, and I want me and you to come together and just be like how we want to just approach it to make sure, like either way, it's like, hey, if you're gonna start with the money, or anything we can propose that can get around it, like you said, with just like anticipating. But yeah, it seems like it's good to go. He was excited about it, and yeah, so it's gonna be some good stuff.
All right, just got to the office. I actually decided to work outside all day. Like I didn't want to come into the office. Didn't feel like coming to the office, but ended up working outside. But I was just on a call with a really good friend, best friend of mine, and really good friend. And what I got from the conversation, and just like what I took away from it, and it was very encouraging and uplifting, and just like reassuring. Is but identity, your identity, who you are, is so unique, and no matter no matter how people perceive you or how people interpret or understand you, like who you are is so unique. Like, and I don't think, I was listening to myself talk, because I was kind of like teaching myself. It was a very healthy conversation because I was like teaching myself as I was talking, and kind of like hear yourself, like you kind of see yourself and how really unique, like everything you've been through in your life and all of the different turns and all these different things. It makes you up, and you don't really see it unless you have the chance to kind of like reflect. And even more that amplifies it is like really talking to somebody close that you can let your hair down with, and you don't get too many close friends. It's very rare, especially like after you graduate from high school or college. Very rare that you do that. But back to the identity piece, it's like we don't realize how unique we really are, and there's so many forces that's around us, that is kind of like getting us to conform, and one thing that I was really reminded of is like I was never the conformist. Like I always took for good over bad. I always took the hard road, the hard path. because I liked the challenge. Even if I failed, I liked the challenge. I always believed and trusted in myself. And sometimes, it did get to a point where, you stop to trust yourself because things aren't working out and the hit rate is not what you want it to be. So that's one of the things that, I really walked away from it, and how unique. And I was reminded of myself, or my story of like being 10 years old, and at 10 years old, understanding how to financially engineer baseball cards. Because me and my brother started a baseball card shop in our basement. We didn't think it was a business. We didn't, we're starting a business. No, it wasn't. It was just like we did. And, at that time, I financially engineered baseball cards. And the way I did it was we would drive, we would ride our bikes. First we noticed an opportunity. Most of our friends in the neighborhood, didn't want to ride their bike to the baseball card shop. So we would go buy boxes, upper deck. That was the box at that time. We would take the cards and we would take the pack. We would open the pack up, take out the best card, put it down. We had an iron. We would iron, a hot iron the pack back together, put it back in the box, take the good card and put it into a plastic sleeve, and we would take the Beckett's, the guide that showed you how much the card was worth. We would, add a percentage, like make the cost of the card, of the mint good card, like a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, and we would increase the price, and then we would lower the price of the baseball cards, and undercut the baseball card shops. When our friends saw it, they were like, oh wow, these are cheaper. But they didn't know what we did. But anyway, we were financially engineering these baseball cards. No one taught us this, didn't go to business school. This is just who I was, and my brother as well, he's the same way. But just seeing, like, there wasn't a term for, like, it wasn't encouraged to be an entrepreneur like that. Didn't really hear that much, but that's what I was doing, and I was reminded of that, but that was a part of a conversation. But it really goes to show, like, how unique people are, and a lot of those characteristics happen, like, before 12. You start to do those characteristics. So, yeah, it was a really good call, really refreshing. But I got to get back to business. So if you watched yesterday's episode, I was talking about the anxiety I have been experiencing with this roller coaster ride with the angel investment or angel merger that is potentially going to transpire. So tomorrow we have a call at 11 a.m. with the angel investor, and I'm laying out the integration plan. And I'm not officially announcing anything, but I still have the attitude of the job is not finished. It's not finished. Even though we're this far ahead, contract signed, starting to put the integration plan together, like at least outlining it till that money hits that bank account. The job is not finished. Anything can fall apart at any time. So definitely want to protect the downside, but don't get it twisted. Still optimistic. We're gonna make it happen with or without it. But that's where we're at. So let's go.
And everyone makes mistakes.
Okay, so I did everything I can do today. I'm heading home. I'm very hungry right now. But if you made it this far in the video, really appreciate you. With that said, you already know what to do. Peace.